Year of the Wood Snake. Year number 9. Out with the old and in with the new. Thank God. Get your mind right. Get your life right. Get your mind right. Get your life right. Get your mind right. Get your life right. Well. What on earth is going on? I got the dark truth. Why are Cali fires wildin'? I mean wildin' out, y'all. I got the vision. Yes, indeed. And then also, there's a deep planetary alignment, a celestial event. Yes, indeed. Where 6 planets align. Mars and Jupiter, Gemini and Taurus, Uranus and Aries, Neptune and Pisces, Saturn and Venus conjunction in Aquarius, baby. Come on now. And year number 9. Serpentine energy. Kundalini. Define feminine energy. Fully awaken. Oh my God. Man, and it's only the first 3 weeks of the year 2025. There's a lot going on, you guys. So I have a whole lineup. Stay tuned. Oh my God. We're going to be talking about the Serpentine energy, year of the snake, year of number 9 and its meaning. Born and raised here in Cali. I live in Cali. I'm about to give you the dark truth of our California wildfires that's going on right now in SoCal. It's all going down and it's in the underground and it's all about to hit the surface. Also, there's a rare celestial event, as I mentioned, 6 planets of alignment. How will we all be affected? Then, the inauguration, January 21st. Now, I don't know if you're watching this a day before, a day on, or a day after, or whenever you get this message, but you need to know there's a new president who's about to warm the seat in many ways. And also, don't forget the celebration of Dr. Martin King Luther King birthday party. Events that's happening everywhere. Spirit's gonna be a download, you guys, on that as I'm saying it right now. Be very, very, very cautious, very, very safe, very prayed up. Know whether or not you're allowed to go certain place, certain venues are not safe. And celebrating his birthday. Yes. For who this message is for, that this message is for you. Also, we'll be talking about the illegal immigration, deportation on a massive scale, plus the cartel clowns, Venezuela. Oh yeah, we gotta talk about Venezuela. The leader of Venezuela, you guys, has put a threat on USA, threatening to invade. When is that supposed to happen? What's next? Then you got the quademic. What the fuck, you may say? Yes, lockdown again, you guys. Wait, hold up. Wait. Yes, the what, the where, the why, and how, and who. They were also talking about, the TikTok ban. So many souls unalived. Oh my God. Then we have the Arctic blast. 75% of USA may be in a deep freeze. How to prep. And are you EMP ready? Shout out work in America, y'all. The paradigm shift is here with sudden impact. Crystals that you need to utilize for relieving the stress and anxiety from the society, the new society. Okay, that's a download. And most importantly, how to stay healthy mentally, physically, economically, financially, yes, indeed, emotionally. And my final thoughts. Yes, indeed, it is going. Y'all, I got a lot to say. I know that was just a lot just then. Who knows? When I even get to it all, who knows? When I get in these messages, God be giving the spiritual downloads. So I don't ever know what I'm going to say, even though I'm Lolly Cosmos. She knows, but she don't know everything, okay? But what I can tell you I do know is that you need to go grab yourself a writing pencil right now. Go get yourself a pen, a marker, hell, an eyebrow pencil, a notepad, something so that you can take notes. As usual, I do get them intuitive downloads, so you never know what I may say, and you never know where it may go. Well, let me stop procrastinating. I can barely even talk right now, so I'm trying to mess with my third chakra, but it's okay. We're going to get it out. Your time is very valuable, but your attention is slow as hell. That's for somebody. Yes, indeed. Go ahead and drop them nuggets. Thank you for showing up, you guys. Just bring the sauce, baby. Let's go. And if you are new, or if it is your first time watching me on this channel, welcome. And if you are returning, you already know what it is. Welcome back, welcome back. OMG. Oh my God, you guys. 2025. We are only, almost close to 21 days in. That's 3 weeks, guys. According to the Gregorian calendar, it's a new year, right? And it is already lit the F up. I mean, firecrackers still popping, locking, and people in buildings still dropping, unfortunately. Where do I begin? Oh my God. Well, let me first state this, okay? I had this video initially already pre-recorded and set to draft a few days before the new year kicked in, right? And I thought all this time that it was in my YouTube draft, but it wasn't. I usually don't even draft over there. So, I was cleaning up my phone and my cameras and deleting stuff unnecessarily, and I actually deleted the video. So it's taking me some time to come back because I've been busy as heck and get all this put back together. So I don't know when you're going to get this, if you're, receiving it right now, and it's before inauguration, during, or after, who knows? But time is infinite and things are already in alignment, right? Cosmically wise, spiritually, physically, yada, 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 yada. Anyway, so let me first get this out the way. I was born and raised in California, right? In the Bay Area. I've lived in NorCal, SoCal, Central Coast, almost the Sierras. I've lived pretty much everywhere in Cali, right? Pretty much on the back of my hand. I also had a time frame where I lived in LA for, a year. But I just want to dismantle all the mother suckers that is clowning all across social media about, oh yeah, Cali's burning up, and Cali and West Coast what, and all the adolescents that have something to say other than something positive. First of all, I want to let you know that you sound really ignorant because you think that all California is Los Angeles, and it's not. That's SoCal. And it's not even DTLA, which is downtown Los Angeles. I have a whole vision and a whole spiritual explanation as to what's going on down there. But y'all don't know what y'all talking about, okay? The Bay is still cool. NorCal is still cool. Parts of, LA County is cool. Anyways, don't ever, mock something that you don't understand or you don't know about. Don't prejudge, because it could happen to you at any time. Anything could happen. I mean, we recently just went through a tsunami warning that was so huge that people were going to school and getting their kids out, and we were all preparing to, get up out of here, not knowing where exactly some of us were going to go, although some of us had plans. I've been speaking this for about a couple of years on my other channel. All I know is you never know where a natural disaster can hit, right? And I know I'm in Cali and a lot of people are leaving by the droves because, we've always had that looming threat of, the big one. And, that was because of the San Andreas fault line. But then we also have the one that I cannot seem to get right when I say it, the Cascadian. I think it is the Cascadian Cascadian plates, those are shifting at the same time as the San Andreas. So as a kid growing up, I always knew, most of us is born and raised here or from here or lived here a significant many years, that the big one can always be expected, right? From NorCal to SoCal, it's nothing but ocean, right? And we have pockets of ocean, we call the bay, in between, right? So you always know that's a looming thing that can happen, but for most of the part, we are die hard out here. You know what I'm saying? For some of us, we've been given by spirit or, someone that we need to get the F out, right? But we still push the envelope, even with the inflation, and you really don't see the inflation that much and trip off, the fast rate and movement of things and everything that Cali is. I know living in other states, as I have in the past for short periods of time, people say, oh, you're from California. Oh, I've been to LA. And I'm like, okay, Cali is more than LA, right? But my point is, when you're outside of California and you're in other states, and then you come back into Cali, that's when you see the inflation. That's when you see the high prices. That's when you see the fast paved movement. That's where you see a lot of stuff that you just don't see or know, until you go away. Other than that, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're born and raised in this. Some people will never leave, even though there's tsunamis and earthquakes, warnings all the time. And now in wildfires, like we've always been a wildfire state, right? I ain't gonna touch on that. Can't touch this. Dun, 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 dun. Y'all already know what? Yeah. The fire hydrants emptying and, the whole little smelt fish thing. Yeah. Do your research. The water is supposed to be channeled from NorCal down to SoCal. We laid off a whole bunch of firefighters, prior to the insurance companies let go of the aspect of flood insurance coverage and fire. Sounds like conspiracy. Somebody up in here. Well, I can't really say, but again, I do have a big vision that I'm going to give you guys that the spirit has showed me, and it was like deep. I was like, damn, right? But anyways, and then later I'm going to give you guys some places that you can go in case you're someone that is a part of that fire or any other disaster that's here locally within our state. No matter what region you're in, you can access your help through just one chain of communications that will lead to others. Other than that, we will also get into the serpentine year. Yes, guys, I know you want to know what's the predictions, what's the visions, what can we expect, right? A lot of this stuff I did speak in my earlier videos earlier part of last year. You might want to go back to my channel and check. I spoke a lot of things that have come to pass, but not by me, but by the spirit of the Holy Spirit and my spirit team. The function of the Holy Ghost. That's for somebody. The power and the function of the Holy Ghost. Source, yes. What source you get it from, Lolly? Source within. Yes, somebody up in here. Yes. All I can say is that the cosmic Mother Earth is angry. That's all I can say on that part. But 2025 is coming in with a bang and a boom, right? I mean, look at what happened with the New Orleans incident, and then the lady I heard that was up there in New York got set on fire by an illegal immigrant on the subway. Then about the Tesla incident. Of course, our tsunami warning, and then of course. There's been lots of earthquakes, and there's so much, right? So much. Now, for those of you who don't pay attention to news or really don't give a darn, and you just happen to fall into this channel or whatever it may be that you're here, you don't know too much about the fires, or you just don't care to know. It did start on January 7th, 2025. And there is pretty much a tower moment happening right now in SoCal. Me, again, I was born and raised in Cali. I've lived other states, of course, periodically here and there, but for the most part, born and raised in Cali, NorCal, SoCal, and in between. We've always had the beastly, wildfires, but one that was quite ferocious broke out down there in the Santa Ana winds. Just intensified it. We've always experienced extremely dry conditions in our state, you guys, from our forests and a lot of trees that, have been knocked down, that weren't removed. So, certain pockets is bound to happen, has happened, and probably will happen unless they get a handle on this. Now, if you don't know, the fire broke out in the Pacific Palisades. I remember growing up, we used to always be like, oh, they trying to get everybody that's, low income out of there because they want to turn the entire state into Pacific Palisades, right? Also Malibu was touched. Hearst, Mali. Somebody here is listening from Mali, or you're considering moving to Mali. Yes, Maui. Okay, someone here is from Maui. Yes, you have a right to stay exactly where you are if you're in Maui, and everything is going to work out in your housing situation. Mali, that's somewhere in Africa, I believe. Yeah, y'all don't come for me now. I've heard of Mali. I believe it's in Africa. Anyway, it's something about Mali. Okay, it's a clothing. Okay, yeah. You're about to open up that company, and it's clothing that's in the cultural aspect of Mali. Something to do with Mali, the clothing, the fabrics. I see connections. And yes, you have no worries. No worries. I'm hearing Spirit say no worries. Okay, look, downloads already coming in, y'all. I'm trying to get through these things. I got a lot to say. Oh my God. Yes, indeed. Just make sure you guys, stop and pray. For our firefighters, they are true heroes. I mean, dang, I couldn't even imagine, like fighting fire. Woo! Let alone being just flooded out from just, a tsunami or the ocean. Yeah, I've had a couple of scares back when I was a daredevil and used to swim way out there deep and try and ride the wave without a surfboard. Yeah, believe it or not, that's a whole nother story in a show. Yeah, but anyways, guys, oh my God. Okay, somewhere here on the screen, you guys should see the January 2025 lineup. Stay tuned. It's a list of what we're going to be moving through as we go throughout this particular video. As far as the serpentine energy, year of the snake and the predictions, year number 9 and its meaning, I will get into that probably towards the end. I'm gathering in my spirit right now because there's so much that needs to get out before that, and I already know it's going to be hella downloads on predictions and visions and all that stuff. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and go pressing more towards the vision, the dark truth about the California wildfires. Oh my God. Also, somewhere on the screen, it should pop up places that if you're part of that fire down there or any natural disaster, where you can go and get some assistance for clothing, medical, housing. There's 3 great shelters down there. Well, depending on the experience you've had, Anyways, they do a lot of great things, that'll be provided as well. And then we'll be providing you guys what to do and some lists of ways to prep in case of a flood or tsunami, earthquake. Just stay tuned. Anyway, getting into the vision of the dark truth about our California fires of SoCal. Alrighty, and I'm sorry guys, and being a native from Cali, we call, we say Cali instead of California. Kind of like we say bruh, and people everywhere else say bro, or like as in NorCal is really North California, obviously. SoCal is Southern California, and yeah. Anyway, just in case you guys didn't know that. I think most people do though, but you never know. The vision, wilding out in LA. The duality, So I kind of was in meditation about it, because I had already seen all this prior to January 1st. Like I said, I had a vision and I was in meditation about it because I was like, oh my God, what fire? Like, I thought it was just a typical, regular wildfire that hits, in California. Like we had Paradise, the town Paradise, caught on fire, and a lot of different, natural disasters hit us from time to time. So I just thought it was the norm, but it just kept on repeating in my visions, sometimes in my dreams. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I ended up peeking into the Akashic Records. Now, for some of you who are new here or don't know me, I am an intuitive. I've studied many different belief systems, religions, and spiritual beliefs for over the past 20 years. I also do tarot, oracle, and in the church world, I would be considered a prophetess. But I'm more spiritual. I left the church a long, many times. Seemed like eons and eons ago. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, so I get downloads, as I speak from the heart, from spirit. I work with my angels, ancestors, and guides. Anyway, not enough about me. So in this vision, as peeking into the Akashic Records, if you don't know about those, do a Google search. I also offer that as a reading as well. So I saw LA like a ladle spoon. For those of you who don't know kitchenware, a ladle is like a big soup ladle, pretty much, right? And our state, if you've never been here, it goes at a decline. Like NorCal is way up in the mountains. And it's like, look at it, picture it as like a staircase. You have the top staircase way up there and how they escalate down as you take a step down and you get to the bottom step. That would be SoCal, right? But what I saw in this vision was the entire Los Angeles area was that of a ladle spoon, right? Now we have mountains, we have Sierras, we have Central Coast, Bay Area, Central Valley, and at the bottom, LA is kind of like in a pit of our state, right? And before you get down into the heart of LA, you come through what we call Death Valley. I believe that it's called T. John Pass, overpass or underpass. Anyway, you got to pass through it, okay? And it's kind of like scary. Like if your car is not up to par, trust and believe, you will break down. That's a scary thing, right? If you know, okay? But what I saw was like the entire area of Los Angeles County was like a grave that had been dug out. Trust, I'm not throwing no shade. I love Los Angeles my damn self, right? But years and years and decades, I was seeing in the Akashic Records that there's been a lot of mass satanic rituals. Yes. And rites of passages being done, right? But on the sacrifices of innocent children, people and innocent people, and then, of course, chosen ones. Guys, I saw high-ranking primordials and dark, I don't know if you call them beings, deities, and they were being channeled and conjured. Now, I'm going to get to the physical realms, right, and the problems, but spiritual for me is always first. Most chosen are protected, right, and there's a mandate in the ethers for God's people, the chosen ones, to be protected, right? Now, these deities, entities, demons, whatever you want to call them, they can't really perform, and they've been pissed off because they've been stricken. The reason why is because these people, down through time, decades and decades of time of doing satanic rituals, have signed contracts, whether they're verbal or energetically or physically, and they have not fulfilled, meaning they've came against the chosen. See, when you come against the chosen, and I'm probably talking to a dark magic practitioner right now, right? If you or whomever, you cannot go away without blood on your hands, energetically, spiritually, karmic wise, right? And you got to know that there's a certain level of protection in general that's on majority of the chosen ones, that no matter how much dark magic, I don't care if it's ancient, new age, what Wicca, Santeria, Brujeria, whatever it is, it will not touch them. So therefore, it's like a boomerang effect instantaneously, right? And what'll happen is these primordials or beings, deities, demons, spirits, whatever you want to call them, will get pissed the fuck off because you did not bring back to them what it is that you made a contract with them for them to do. So say like, for instance, if you, promise you're going to cipher somebody's energy, right? And give it to that deity or demon or whoever you're working with. And you come back empty-handed, or you promise their life, that you're paying a practitioner or you're doing it yourself, and you promise that entity or demon or deity that you're going to bring back that person unalive, right? And that will be the sacrifice. Kind of like instead of sacrificing a lamb, a goat, or a dog, or a chicken, or whatever, you sacrifice that person, that literal human being, right? And it's not fulfilled, right? For whatever reason, they're protected no matter what you do. The car wreck didn't happen, okay? They came through it, right? They didn't fall off the dang motorcycle, okay? The house wasn't hit with fire and brimstone, right? They're still living. They're still, doing what they're supposed to do to fulfill their purpose, right? In this lifetime. So those entities, demons, or spirits, they're pissed. And they looking for a body, right? They're trying to catch a body. So they don't give a damn if it's the person that you ordered them to take out. They'll take yours, right? If they can. So main thing is there's a lot of entities and demonic forces that most people know that's always in LA. Well, of course, the whole world and Cali, but we're talking about Los Angeles, right? We're talking about the Golden State, the celebrity area called Hollywood, right? All around Vine Street and Beverly Hills and all the elite places where these deities and primordials pre-exist way before most of our times, right? So there's a lot of dark stuff that's been going on that God is not pleased with. Now, a lot of people have been shocked that I've talked to, we've conversed about the fires in LA and whatnot, and they're like, but isn't it a trip? They're like, LA, DTLA, which is downtown Los Angeles, wasn't touched. And everyone's like, yeah, that's a trip. And I'm like, well, look, it's because God got it, right? I was in that area for a while, back in like 2018 to 2019. And let me tell you, God has some angels there, some earth angels, literally, some reincarnated beings, even from otherworldly aspects of our universe that's there protecting that area, because there is a lot of love, heart and sweat and blood that goes into preserving that area. Now, most of you guys know Skid Row is down in that area. So is all the districts, the main districts like, Pico Boulevard, and all San Pedro, all the areas where you have the fashion district and jewelry district and all that. Although, times have changed a lot. I'm more so speaking of what has been known for, throughout the years. Now, a lot has shut down because of obviously the economy, whatever, a whole nother story. But these primordials and dark deities that have been conjured up are pissed. They can't fulfill they can't fulfill the contract, so they need to catch a body, right? And I'm hearing spiritual debts must be paid. There's also a lot of celebrities as well as non-celebrities down there that host a lot of generational curses that were not broken. Now, before I go further into this part, I want to let you guys know while you're still listening, if any of you out there are gospel heads, Bible stumpers, church folk, or just somebody who know that they know Azusa during that time frame, yes, we're going to talk about that because this goes way back to that time frame, guys. I'm telling y'all, when I was in the Akashic Records, I was going deep without trying to, and I was like, whoa, right? And I remember hearing about Azusa back when I used to be really super overly religious, filled with the Holy Ghost and Bible stumping, all that, when I was 18. And in my early 20s. And I remember hearing about Azusa, but I only heard about it maybe 2, maybe 3 times. I still really wasn't invested enough to figure out what it was. But here lately I have, right? Because I kept coming across in the records, right? And so I was researching and I was like, dang. And that's when the spirit just dropped the mother load on me about what is the dark truth about the fires, right? And I'm not talking about the physical truths because, there's a lot of, pointing fingers. Oh, it's the elites. Oh, it's, even maybe somebody even told me that maybe it could be Trump because him and Newsom don't get along. And Newsom is not wanting to, he wants to Trump-proof the state, and da-da-da-da-da. I mean, I've heard it all, you guys. Oh, it was a whole bunch of immigrants that got together because the cartel paid them. And, they set little blazes here and there. Oh, it was Elon. He sent some fire grenades through the sky. I'm not here to judge or say what it is or what it ain't as far as the physical aspects, right? I do know, though, that we are a fire-prone state, always have been. I do know that it's dry as fuck out in these streets, these forest streets, right? And water, yeah, the whole smelt fish trying to, save the fish instead of save the lives because it's an endangered species. What about the people? What about the vets? What about the elderlies? What about the people in these nursing homes? And what about the animals, the farm life, right? So I can go on and on about that, but I'm not. So my main aspect is to deliver that truth as far as what spirit is saying. But getting back to, number 9, I know numerology, but I also have a numerology system that was built and put into me when I had first got saved and I was under religion. Back when I was 18 years old in my early 20s. And 9 for me, it was always judgment or either new birth. Of course, 9 months for a woman to not get pregnant, but to carry a child and birth a child is highly significant. And then as far as judgment. So, I'm going to save a lot of this as far as number 9 for the predictions and visions and things at the latter part of this video when we get into all of that. But anyway, so what he showed me was, and I say he because there's a male ancestor. And I'm not saying he belongs to you who's listening, definitely not me, but there was a benevolent ancestor, I should say. Someone that's been in that area for a while, generational upon generational. This elder, he comes through. Some of you who are very, very highly spiritual, that's in LA or been to LA, something to do with LA, you know this gentleman, you know this elder, right? Anyway, he was speaking to me, and he was saying that there is 4 corners of the county of Los Angeles, and there is legion that is hanging over the area, and it's over the heart of the county, which, depending on your perspective, people have different perspectives of what is the heart of the county. But for most people, they think and say it's DTLA. That could be true or not. But it seems that while there is also legion hanging above the city, there's also a lot of protection, particularly around downtown Los Angeles. Now, when I was down there and I was living in that area before I had left Koreatown, which I initially had lived in for a while, I moved to DTLA due to certain circumstances in my life, right? I needed help and assistance, and that's where the Lord sent me at that time. But I do know that even though there's a lot of mayhem and negativity and poverty, due to Skid Row being down there, there's also a wealth of earth angels and a wealth of angelic covering, angelic protection. I could feel it because I didn't have my car at the time, and I used to have to walk blocks and blocks and blocks, right, to get to and fro. And even though I had to walk through all kinds of crime and violence and mayhem and poverty-stricken areas and stuff, I felt like a warrior. I felt the protection. I felt unknown presence that were benevolent. So there's a lot of benevolent presence and angels that's covering DTLA. Now, with that being said, one is Uriel. We'll get into that. And also, I must also mention that during this time I saw flames, and I saw a lot of broken-hearted people, not just celebrities, but I did see them down there too, in the flames, in the pit of the flames. And I saw them still singing and rapping, and then flames would seem to relieve them a bit and then restart, and it was just continual. Like they would sing, rap, act, just be, and then it would have like pockets, like short pockets of like normalcy, and then boom, the flames would continue to consume them, and always from the feet up to the head and then back down. So that was something else. But anyways, research Azusa. It's Azuza. It was during the time frame of April 9th, 1906 through 1915, which shocked me because I don't know why, but I just felt like when I heard about Azusa in 18 to early 20s, growing up in the church, that it was something that was recent because people talked about it. And when they talked about it, those 2 to 3 occasions, it was with such depth and reverence. I'm like, oh, okay, this must be just a thing, church thing. Anyways, so there's an African preacher whose name was William J. Seymour, and I'm hearing somebody say, I'm saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. Yes, because that was one of his testimonies. I'm hearing somebody say that. That was actually his testimony, and that became very huge within the Pentecostal genre of religion, right? Of churches. So this is an ancient historical judgment, you guys. There's a lot of delivered spirits, entities, demonic forces that have returned to collect. I'm hearing bone collector. Woo! Yeah, from the conjurers. These leaders of Azusa Street back in those days, when it was prevalent, yeah. I'm hearing a fiery wild bobcat spirit. Yes. So the leaders of Azusa, they did a great thing back then, but somehow I think along the way, they stopped praying, they stopped fasting. Also, if you look up Amon, Amon, They says that Amen is a demon, or if you want to say entity, whatever you want to say, primordial. It says that Amon, A-M-O-N, is like a wolf with a serpent tail. Now, think about that. A spirit, a fiery spirit, right? And the other one is the Lord of Inferno, which in Hebrew equals Satan, right? So this was definitely an inside job, is what Spirit kept saying. It was curated by the adversary. Now, back to Amon, A-M-O-N, like a wolf with the serpent tail. So when I read that part, because I did research it and I read that part, and right away I thought, wow, we just had the wolf full moon, right? And we're in the year of the snake. A snake could be a serpent, a viper. And I heard the wolf howling energetically, right? Again, an inside job, you guys. Now, the angels, the archangels that are covering, I can't remember what the second one was. Got to give it to me. But anyway, the first major one is Uriel. Uriel is the light of God, also considered the fire of God. And Uriel is the angel, one of the main angels that is hovering and residing over DTLA, right? It's also been known that Archangel Uriel is an angel of wisdom, light, truth, knowledge, and enlightenment, right? Oh, yes, that's the other one. How can I forget? Ariel, and not the Little Mermaid, but Ariel, the Archangel, which symbolizes nature, animals, and environment. Of course, you know, you got to think about the nature down there that was burnt up, and then the animals and the environment. Ariel is also an angel of healing, purification in the natural realm, and it's all about bringing balance to the ecosystem, right? And Ariel is also known as, and Ariel is A-R-I-E-L, in case you want to research. It's also known as the pink life ray, love, compassion, and healing. So what's happening right now is both these angels, Uriel and Ariel, are there. They're definitely there. Some of you can feel it. Like if you're down in that area and you're listening to me, you can feel it and you know it. And if you're just listening, it's just, you can feel it through just what I'm saying right now. It's just something about this energy right now, you guys. You can feel it. It's a healing, a very loving, compassionate vibe or energy, right? And that's what's about to hit a lot of the people. See, it's getting into like some of the predictions. Like there's a lot of healing that's going to happen in this year. It's a lot of crazy, chaotic stuff too, as we're going to get to. But for the most part, I see a lot of healing of the wounds of like old time wounds of people and families that have stopped associating, friends and co-workers and just situations, right? Coming back together in love and harmony and peace. Maybe this is a wake-up call, who knows? But something is happening energetically, you know? And then I will get eventually to the inauguration and the incoming president. And again, check out the lineup. You should see it popping up on the screen. You'll know where we are with this. And you can just skip through if this is, you know, boring as hell to you or not. But it's also a year of transformation and change and return to humanity, you guys. And I saw when this was the thing that really kind of took me back, though, because I also saw that there's going to come a time when people relax and reflect and restore and rebuild. Spirit is saying if they rebuild everything and go back up in ego, pride, and arrogance, he said there's another element coming. The first element was fire, right? As we know. And he showed me when in the beginning of the year that the fire is going to be going for weeks and weeks and weeks. I'm like, what? And I just, shrug it off. And now I'm like, oh my God, right? So the next element would be water. Now, I'm not saying the big flood is about to hit Cali, right? Or tsunami, but I saw water. And then I saw air. Now, I don't know if that's a tornado, but all I know is that these are natural events that are not natural, at all. And unexplainable. The people are going to say, what? How is this possible? What happened? How? What? Like, really be baffled as to how this is happening. And in this vision, also, I was given in the pocket of LA that there was a tornado that would arise that would just continually to swirl. I don't know what that is, but again, Satan Amon, Amon, and then also Azazel, Azazel. Azazel was the dark force, hurricane, malevolent energy that I sensed just looking at the fires on TV. There was a resonance, and I kept hearing Azazel and Amon, right? Also, I hear there's a recalibration, a spiritual reset that is getting ready to happen. Did you guys know they had prisoners out there even? It's been that bad. They've had prisoners out there getting paid, I think, like $26 a day and just trying to put out the fires. Girl, y'all, man, it's all boots on the ground for real. And Spirit is saying that, this year that's coming up, he really, really wants people to take care of their mental health. I don't know what was going on with the wildfires. Like, Biden was pretty quiet, if you ask me. I mean, then next thing you know, he turned around and sent $6 million to Ukraine while we were going through it down in SoCal. So, I mean, I don't know, Then, you got Elon Musk, he's talking about 2028. He's going to complete the tunnels. We'll get into that later on. Yeah, there's underground tunnels. I'm telling you, there's a lot y'all don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe it's confirmation. Who knows? Maybe it's just for you to go do your research. Who knows? But, man, I'm telling you, man, all I can say is it is time to meditate, pray, get your mind right, get your life right, get your mind right. Get your life right. And like Michael Jackson say, they don't really care about us. That's for somebody. But I do want to let you guys know that if you decide to donate, I'm going to put somewhere on the screen where you can see the places that you can contact down there in that area to help out. Make sure you check the source you're donating to. There's a lot of people out here. As the hustlers is loose. They're trying to get it. But at the end of the day, there's always redcross.org. There's also donorschoose.org and supportvet.animalwildlife, and then school.educators. You got to worry about the babies. They kind of suffering because they used to that routine of going to school. And then you got greatergood.com, airbnb.com, LA wildfires. /LA wildfires. But you should see some more information on this screen. Anyway, okay, moving along. Yes. Let's jump to the inauguration. I know that you guys are probably seeing the rare celestial event of 6 planet alignments, but my spirit is saying to hold off on that one. So I'm kind of jumping all around, but I'm just flowing with the spirit. So let's get into the inauguration 2025. Now, I don't know if you guys watch it on television or not. Sometimes it just really depends on who is running or who became president, if I watch it or not. Anyway, for those who want to know, there is a parade that's going to happen. Also, there's a few musical performers. I believe on the West Coast, it's going to start at 9 a.m. The East Coast at 12 noon. There will be a country star singing, which is Carrie Underwood. Also an opera singer, Christopher Machino. Also, there will be a saxophonist, Lee Greenwood, leading God Bless America. And then, of course, the Trump-Vance Inauguration Committee will have a little more radical people like Kid Rock, Billy Ray Cyrus, Jason Aldean. I'm probably butchering his last name. Sorry, Jason. The Village People, YMCA. YMCA. Also, you'll have the Rascal Flatts performing. And I think the cat's name is Parker McCollum, and the University Choir. So that's going to be the lineup that they're going to have. Now, it will be indoors because of the Arctic blast that's raining across the United States. And I hear that there's going to be over 50,000 or so people. I hope they vet it because, you got this other viruses running around. Anyway, I hope there ain't no terrorist attack or no cartel attack. And, right now, Trump is their greatest enemy. So anyway, we're just going to pray and steadfast, right? But he's definitely serious about the mass deportation. And, I was talking to somebody else about this, and, it's not funny at all. But I was like, dang, nobody even really looking at this. But we might end up collapsing our whole economy by sending them all out our country. I mean, because like this person I was talking to was like, well, you mean no more Home Depot Border Brothers? Now, I don't know about any other state, but in Cali, like, you can go to almost every Home Depot in Cali and there's Border Brothers. You know what I'm saying? There's immigrants that are there to help you move and help you do janitorial work. And so people are like, dang, who gonna fix my shit? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna move my shit? You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a Border Brother or two in their phone number here in California, right? If you don't want to, pay big money, you want to get some help, some surefire help on the low, you know what I'm saying? Then you go to Home Depot, right? And then they're like, no Mickey D's, no, who gonna flip my burgers though? This is how he said it. I was dying. It was like, nigga ain't picking no cotton no more. He said, white folks, y'all ain't picking it. Who gonna tend to our fields? Who gonna clean our hotel rooms? Who gonna clean the courthouses and federal buildings? Americans? Hell nah. Now, y'all know, some people may go and fulfill these jobs. Or maybe Elon Musk come through with the bots. You know what I'm saying? Like, it will be real slicky. But like, okay, y'all ain't got no people now to run this. All your fields is depleting itself of vegetation, and your rooms are dirty. Here's my bots. Now you pay me this and I'll give you these many amount of bots. I'm just saying, you never know, right? There's always a master plan going behind it though, because they are really adamant, and that's a lot of people, right? So raids on day one is supposed to happen, but their main focus, so they say, is getting rid of all the cartels, the drug people, that's coyotes, the crime, violent gangs, people that's committing senseless acts of violence. But what about underground is my thing, because I don't know if you guys know or not. You might want to do the research. I know for a fact that Los Angeles alone got tons and tons of tunnels that go 200-300 feet deep down, and it's like functioning tunnels. Like, it ain't dirty and dark and damp. No, like full electricity and water running and marble floors, and yes. Research it. I'm saying. And I feel like a lot of them went underneath there too. Not just their own, tunnels that they've built to cross into America, but like some fancy tunnels is down there. Now, did you guys know that the president of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum, at first she was really, really against receiving her own back into her country, but now she's open to it, which is a good thing. But not only that, you guys, because I thought about this, I'm like, well, if they just get rid of any and everybody, like, that looks like they're Latin or foreign or whatever it is, whatever that looks like, right? Like, there's going to be a lot of people that's probably going to get sent to Mexico, and they ain't even Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that going to look like? Like, are they going to then resend them back out the country? Like, if they're from Venezuela or Africa or China, imagine a lot of Chinese running to Mexico or getting took there and dropped off. Like, what is that going to look like? You know what I'm saying? But one thing I can say is really commendable is that, the President Sheinbaum, she said that she will reserve, space for some people that are coming into her country that are not of Mexican descent. So I thought that was pretty cool and pretty nice. Now, what's up though with her linking up with China, the president of China? And I can't say the man's name for Jack or Gio, so I'm not gonna butcher it. I know it's XI something. I don't want to make everybody a Mr. Lee, you know what I'm saying? But in this case, I might have to say Mr. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, inauguration. Oh my God. Do you guys know that they've had like over 5,000 military workers already deployed? Yeah, because it's gonna be pretty huge, you guys. And it's getting hot in here, so I'm gonna take my clothes. No, not anybody no clothes on. Well, they might want to. I don't know. Anyway, I forgot to mention Nelly is gonna be in the place, bringing up Air Force Ones, and it's getting hot in here because it's massive deportation time. I can't even begin to say what that's gonna look like. Here's also what some people are saying. They're saying that our officials are openly admitting to exploiting federal law violations in order to profit from the exploitation of desperate individuals worldwide. Now, are they confessing that they would rather perpetuate illegal practices than establish legal pathways for accessing affordable labor? By endorsing a system that relies on human smuggling? Are they suggesting this benefits our economy while somehow claiming it respects human rights? This is not only hypocritical, but deeply shameful. Such actions are a betrayal of ethical governance and affront to human dignity. Shame on these officials. These behaviors is utterly repugnant. Now, somebody needed to hear that, and Spirit said I had to say it. So, for whatever that's for, hey, it is what it is. Okay, now, I'm pretty shocked that right now they ain't got no gospel performers. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all Bible stumpsters, I can just hear y'all saying that in the spirit. Like, they ain't got no entertainers for the church folk. I know, right? Like, they could at least got Kurt Franklin up there to do I Promise, the Stomp, nothing but the Stomp. I mean, because that's the energy that Trump is going to be in. I already know. I mean, he been in it all this time, right? I'm pretty sure on Inauguration Day, he going to be in I Promise, the Stomp, nothing but the Stomp by Kurt Franklin. Now, if y'all don't know that song, go Google search it. Go to YouTube, put it in. Now, here is another vision that Spirit gave me when I was opening up the Akashic Records. This is a trip. Y'all already know. If you don't, now you know. Our government are the biggest sorcerers. Yes. But what's worse off is that a lot have came here with their dark magic and been casting it right in America's face. Yes. Spirit showed me that the Haitians have been working primarily with Urzuli. I don't know if that's Danto or the other one, but also Marie Laveau, but mostly Urzuli. As always, a tongue twister. The Venezuelans actually have been working with Juan del Dinero. You know, they trying to get all the money. They don't care how they get it. And then you got other Latins working with Saint Expedite and Santa Muerte. And all I'm saying is you got and the Asians, of course. They got deities. I can't even pronounce their names. But, you know, they doing black magic and stuff, too. You know, trying to stay here and do everything they got to do. Did you guys know that there's over 11 million immigrants in our country? And they say, statistically, that it costs $88 billion. Yes. A year. Yeah, annually, just to deport 1 million. Right? And 2 million of them, guys, are farm workers. And they're going to be using military forces, Navy forces. Because, you know, I mean, look, let's be honest. A lot of them came by boat, submarine, air, bus, train, tunnels. And again, Los Angeles tunnels, along the border tunnels. They came every kind of way, right? But it's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like a big slap in the face. And it's kind of because, you know, the resources that has been drained from our economy. And I'm down for anybody who's trying to get away and create a better life, but just, you know, do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's legal points of entry. Legally, you know, work and learn our Constitution. And I'm just saying, you know, but it's kind of bittersweet because, you know, breaking up families, you know, they're talking about removing birthright citizenship. I'm kind of neutral because you got to kind of choose one or the lesser evils, you know what I'm saying? And I do have friends and, you know, clients even who are in mixed families, and it's heart-wrenching. But at the same time, you think about what we went through as a culture. I'm mixed, of course, but the African-American side of the culture, what, you know, we had to experience being separated. And then there's the Jews and Native Americans. I mean, yeah. But anyway, I don't know. I see global chaos for sure. But starting in America, you know, we are that final empire, according to the Book of Revelations in the King James Version, that's supposed to get it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just see a lot of decline. I see a lot of great stuff too, though. And again, Trump is chosen. Whether you guys like it or not, he's the chosen one for this hour. I do believe he'll be the last president, though. Yeah. Anyways, here's a fun fact. Can you guys guess who will be the next global power? Will it be Europe? Nope. Russia? Nah. China? I don't think so. However, I don't even think it's going to be a country, to tell you the truth. I think it's going to be a robotic world, a beast system for real, dictatorship ran by a dictator. And I don't think there's going to be any more presidents. Definitely no more cash, as y'all know, and no more jobs. And that, again, is another video, because you got universal income coming into play and a lot of other things. What I do think and believe is that we need to vote in leaders who are about peace and anti-war. That's for sure. Meanwhile, update on the DACA, or Dreamers, as some people say. The DACA program that was established by the Obama administration in June of 2012, they are protected from deportation. If you are part of that program right now, listen, I know you're extremely happy. Congratulations. No worries. Current recipients, however, they are still protected. They're still authorized to work in America, as well as renew their application. Now, on the negative side, they will no longer take in any new applications. Also, apparently it expires around, I guess, the year of, if you're 31 years old or older. But if you have attained, or if they have obtained a Social Security number, they can keep that for life. However, if they are failure in court system with failure to pay child support, they can still be deported. If they're here overstaying their visa or whatever, they can still be deported. So just look into that. For Trump supporters that are applying for a green card, that system is shut down. Also, the app is shut down that allows you to apply for asylum. So I guess asylum seekers are pretty much jacked right now. And I don't know, you guys. The birthright citizenship, that I just don't think that's cool, honestly. Anyways, I'm not here to, put a 10 on a 2. Donald Trump is expected to be coming in with a bombshell. Not literal. Don't start getting scared. I'm saying energetically, okay? And people are tripping because they're like, how is it that Elon Musk is here and he ain't tripping? Because apparently he is also an illegal immigrant. Yeah. I feel like, that sound effect to be on stage and go, wah, 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 and then the drum beat, you know what I'm saying? So people feel some type of way because of that. But I don't know, guys. I just, from all this, one thing I do see is a bloodbath, especially around Chicago area. I do see a lot of civil unrest due to whatever may be happening or getting ready to happen. I see a lot of chaos, I don't know, guys. The argument, though, Musk and, what's his name, Ramaswamy, should be the first to go, according to some people, because they are illegal immigrants. I don't know about the Ramaswamy guy. I haven't really even looked into Musk. This is just some talking, for those who like the gossip, there you go. So I don't know, guys. With the massive deportation, you got to understand that there will be a disruption in our food chain, in communities, and certain services will be cut. Healthcare, education. So I don't know, guys. United States will forever be changed. Is what I do know. Like next year, this time, it will be a completely different country. That I do know. So you guys brace yourself for rapid change. Trump is just the first of them starting off to shake it up. Now, y'all know 13 primary families control the entire earth, and they are still about that agenda. If you guys never watched my video I had on my last channel from the DEF, the reset, the global reset for 2030, where you should own nothing but be happy as a felock. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Go do your research, people. Now, I don't call them clowns, but this is what they're calling themselves on social media. Apparently, there's a bunch of clown individuals dressed as clowns, as you may see on this screen. And yeah, they ain't too cool. Like, they do a lot of stuff and unalive people and torture and yeah. So like, this new administration is definitely going after them and cartel and ones that continually threaten our our community, our country. For those of you who are freaked the F out, that's what I sense. Like, the energy vibe is high, getting closer to the actual inauguration, right? Or receiving our president in. But God's saying, don't worry. Spirit is saying, don't worry. Your ancestors are saying, don't worry. What is to come will come. What is will be, will be. There's no reason to start getting frantic. Just mind your business. Stay aware, of course, but don't be watching so much news every single day. That's they're telling you they vision. It's television, right? And it's history. Y'all know the saying. Y'all know the phrases. Come on now. Y'all wasn't born yesterday. Come on now, somebody up in here. But what's next? What's next is that you're going to mind your damn business, right? Now, the pandemic is on its way, you guys. Yes, the lockdown again. I hear somebody say, wait a minute, hold up. Wait, what, where, why, how, and who? Hold up. Wait. Did she say lockdown? So there is another virus, I believe it's called the neurovirus, and a couple of other ones that are branches of the COVID. They try to hide it for a long time, but another pandemic is in the making. China, of course, their hospitals are filled to the brim, and apparently it's leaking over into India. And I think, don't quote me on this, I think there may be a case or two that has shown up already here in the U.S., particularly, unfortunately, Cali, maybe or maybe not. Don't quote me on that. I have not had time to really research on it. It just came across my desk. Anyways, they say that it's 4 different viruses or branches of, bullshit, where they call it the quademic, and it's going to lead to another lockdown this year. Do I see a lockdown? Most certainly. When? I'm not sure. Why? Because of negligence and a behind-the-scene agenda, along with all the other distractions, so they can complete their agenda, like the Diddy distraction and the fire distraction and the flood and everything else distraction. There's a lot going on behind the wall, if you know what I mean. Yada, know what I mean? Yes, indeed. Anyway, do your research on the quademic. Now, moving along, the TikTok ban. Now, I myself really wasn't affected by it at all. Although I did feel a little bit of effect from others once I finally paid it attention. And it was actually, ironically, the Saturday or 2 ago. I think it was like 2, not this previous Saturday, but the Saturday 2 ago. And mainly because I actually started listening because someone else had it on, and I was paying attention and could not believe all the people that were threatening to take themselves and do all kind of heinous things to themselves if it banned for real, and they started talking about how for them it's a major community, which it is, and for them how, they had shops on there, Anyway, people are pretty dramatic, right? And then I started thinking about my own TikTok, and I'm like, well, wow, this was a social media that I was recommended to start years ago and really didn't care about it. So I'm like, I'm not a dancer. I'm not going to be doing all these little stunts that these kids are doing on there, And then one day I was like, let me just do like a reading on there and see what happens. And that next morning I was shocked to see I had some following, but most importantly, what got me was the engagement, right? So the engagement was just off the chain, and the things people were saying as we were conversing, and the engagement was just like, wow, and that made me really have a drive to continue to do it. And I noticed the more that I did, the more I started getting more followers without, even thinking about it. Like, it was just on auto mode at that moment. Not to say that I'm this big wig on TikToker and I've got zillions of followers. No, to me, I really don't have a lot. And that's fine. I just do it for the people, and for when I just want to, give back whatever I'm giving at the time, videos, something to make people funny, laugh, whatever. Anyways, so I was like, dang, I love the people that follow me. That's so, engaging. And like, it's always been, not always been, but it has become one of my favorite socials out the rest of the platforms, right? Before that was the IG, which, anyways. So it just is amazing to me how, I knew it was not going to stay down for long. It would be back. Now, not to say there's not something greater or bigger going to take place. I'm pretty sure there is. Who knows? Maybe this was just a test trial run. Who knows? Some people have said that maybe, this all happened leading up to the inauguration to get the voters back on his side, or just I've heard a lot of stuff. Anyway, it's either here or there. But it is back, you guys. Yes, indeed. And I don't really think it's going nowhere. I do think, however, there is something else that may come along, replace it, or the name may change even. But yeah, thank God it's back. So then, moving along to, we're going to jump back on the list if you're looking at the lineup, you guys, where it says the planetary alignment. So let's jump on that. So there are 6 planets on the 21st of January that's getting ready to align in a perfect alignment, right? And you want to find out where this is in your charts. You want to also check your ascending sign, your moon, your Venus, yada, yada, yada. Because that's going to depict what the next few months, maybe even the whole year, is going to look like, or opportunities that may come up that you can cease, or I'm hearing the word rebuke, push back. So the planets that are coming into alignment are Mars, and Mars is going to be in Gemini. Then there's Jupiter. Jupiter is going to be in Taurus. Uranus is going to be in Aries. Neptune is going to be in Pisces. And then, ironically, Saturn and Venus conjunction. Yes, indeed. And they're both going to be in Aquarius. So again, find out in your charts what that's going to look like for you. You're going to be very, very, very highly, I'm hearing somebody's going to be highly sensitive. Well, that's a good thing about checking it ahead of time, so you can expect some things, because the planets, they revolve and move and shake things up, but they're always in constant fluidity and flow. So if you just jump into the flow of things, jump into the flow, just let go and jump into the flow of things, everything will work out for you, whoever you are. Okay. All right. Now, I did promise also to give you guys 7 calming crystals that you can utilize for anxiety and stress, because there's going to be a lot of it this year for a lot of people. It depends on what side of the totem pole you are aligning with, based off karma and dharma before 2025. A lot of people will be feeling scared, nervous, alone, overwhelmed for the things that's come in, out, the scene this year. But anyways, for those who believe in crystals, these are the top crystals and how they can help you. And no worries, like I said, I saved the best for last. All the predictions are going to be after I get through giving you guys these 7 calming crystals. And you should see a list of them pop up somewhere here on the screen as well. Alrighty, now, before I get to the crystals, yes, I actually wrote down a few scriptures, which you should see popping up on the screen also, for the Bible Stompers. Yes, the church folk, not the church, but the church folk, and the rest of them. For those who don't believe in crystals or think they're satanic, oh my God. Anyways, yeah, I got you, okay? And Spirit want to let you guys know to remember that no matter what happens in 2025, you need to stay prayed up and vibing high, and then you will find success. Now, get your pen and paper that you already got before we got this far in the video. And if you haven't, go take some time, go get it right now, or rewind this video. Because you're going to want to write these scriptures down and study, darling. It is Luke the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 27 through 38. Second one is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 12 through 13. Then we have 1 John. That's Revelations. That's New Testament. Somebody need to read Revelations. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Woo! Somebody need to read Revelations and ASAP with it. 1 John, chapter 4 and verse 16. Then there's 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 8. And the last two, Colossians, chapter 3, 14. And then, of course, 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 6. Yes, indeed. That's for all the Bible stuffers in the church folk out there. Now, returning back to the 7 calming crystals for the rest of us, right? Yes. And is it okay? Yes. Somebody is wondering, is it okay to be religious and spiritual at the same goddamn time? And I said, G-O-T. Don't come from my head. And I say G-O-D. The same damn time. Yes. Alrighty. Amethyst, first stone. AKA the stone of sobriety, for tranquility, foster patience. Third eye, crown chakra, also will help you shield against negative energies. Second crystal, rose quartz. Yes, for calming, for self-love. It will absorb negative energies and give you inner peace and serenity. Next one is citrine in the house. Positive energy, invoke joy, happiness, enhance mental clarity, reduce the stress and anxiety and mental focus, boost creativity, howlite, calm, soothing, reduce stress, help with focus, clear negative emotions and energy tranquility. And then clear quartz, great for healing, bringing clarity to your mental, rejuvenation, spiritual alignment. And then moonstone. Moonstone, you guys, is really good at balancing you out, giving harmony, relieving anxiety, relieving stress. And then the one that I always struggle to say, lepidolite, L-E, you see it on the screen. Shit. Stress, anxiety, serenity, deep relaxation, clarity, and assist you in decision making. Yes, indeed. Now, I don't know if I got all these still in my shop because I have not checked the inventory before this video, but you can buy some crystals in my shop. And yeah, you can go Google search shitsacred.store, or you can go to your local metaphysical shop or botanica in your local neighborhood. Your local neighborhood. Yes, indeed. Alrighty, guys. Now, planetary alignment for the collective, the meaning. It's meant to heighten your energy levels and your intuition. A lot of you will feel an increase or sense an increase of intuition. It's also about transformation and manifestation, spiritual growth and renewal. A lot of the focus this year will be on your personal growth. And Saturn and Jupiter can help us balance out our hard work and what we do, as far as your physical work, your job, whatever, and your personal life. There's also new beginnings coming, so you can align with the energy this year to help motivate you. You can start by setting new goals. You can ignite, it will help you, the energy was strong enough to help you ignite new passions for starting new projects at this time. Also, a lot of spirituality and clarity in the spirit realm is going to start making sense. Like you're going to start having a lot of aha moments. And this is also due to Jupiter, the expansion of Jupiter. Somebody's going to really be going down a rabbit hole, exploring their consciousness. Something about consciousness and going deeper into spirituality. Also with Venus is going to help with communication, helping you to, communicate easier to people around you, helping you to speak your personal truth. It will also help you clear out your crown chakra. So somebody's crown chakra is going to be cleared up. But it help you clear out your throat chakra as well as activate it. I do see a lot of breakthroughs is happening, especially during the time that Uranus in Aries. It's going to be a lot of swift movement, sudden change, unexpected breakthroughs, and a lot of collective shifts. Now, here are some things you guys can do with all this mayhem and chaos and things just popping off everywhere to settle yourself more, right? You can meditate, right? Use the time to align your goals with the cosmic energy. You can also journal. You can start by writing down your thoughts, how you feel, what comes to your mind without trying to, perpetrate, I'm going to think on this. No, just be in silence and listen. Yes, just listen to the spirit, right? Listen to your soul. Set your intentions as usual. If you need, do your rituals. They do help a lot of people focus on what they really want to achieve in 2025. Set you a plan. Make sure you have some short-term goals to reach that's attainable before you start trying to jump. I'm hearing quantum jump, quantum leap. Now, for those of you who are there, and if you are, you know. Yeah. It's a perfectly okay. Yes, quantum jump from A to Z. That's what some of y'all gonna do. You're doing it even right now. Yes, swift energy. Embrace. Okay, so you want to start embracing the idea first, maybe, if it's easier, of the people that are going to come to you to support you and love you. Forgive yourself, though. And I'm hearing that you need to really work on your heart chakra and clearing your heart chakra. Yeah, the more you work on loving yourself, it will clear up your heart chakra. And before you know it, you'll find it easier to attract love and people that love and support you than chasing them away. Okay, I hear the saying, how did that saying go? It's easier to draw a bee to honey than vinegar. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering up that quote. I'm pretty sure. But just focus on self-love. That's what Spirit is saying. Focus on self-love. Yes. Okay, so now, finally, yes, let's get into that serpentine energy. Year of the snake coming up, I believe on the 29th. Don't quote me on that. It's the 27th, but I'm pretty sure it's the 29th of January. It is the wood snake, you guys, and it's coming in the year of number 9. What is the meaning? Well, let's first break down what is serpentine energy, right? Okay, serpentine energy or snake, some people say vital force. Okay, I'm hearing Kundalini with that one. So the serpentine energy is a term used to describe the energy associated with the serpentine crystal and the Kundalini effect. Serpentine is a green mineral that is named after the Latin word serpens, which means snake. Now, serpentine energy is also symbolic of Kundalini energy, which is also symbolic of the divine feminine energy. A lot of you feminines out there, you females, or anyone who resonates with the feminine energy. We're not going to get into pronouns, okay? But if you resonate with that energy, you're going to find yourself awakening. This is the greatest time if you desire to awaken, to delve deep into the awakening energy. It's going to be at an all-time high this year, I'm telling you. Serpentine is said to awaken the Kundalini energy, which is dormant energy at the base of your spine. Once awakened, it moves up your spine, goes through all the chakras, and it hits your final crown chakra. Now, there is further research that go beyond the crown chakra, yes, into the ethers, but that's not this video because that can go very deep. All right. Now, Spirit give me to get on here and bring that. I will bring it forth. Trust and believe. Okay. Now, it's also life force. Serpentine energy is said to embody the life force of the planet and our cosmic goddess world. Yes. Associated with creation, sexuality, and fertility. Serpentine energy is also very healing. It can heal on all levels, including your mental, your emotional, and your physical. Serpentine energy is also for protection. You can utilize it and ask and invoke it to protect you. You can use the protective stone and carry it with you to protect your heart, energetically, of course, and your emotions. It is also the sign of new beginnings, right? Now, you guys know the snake itself sheds a layer. When it's done with it all and it's had enough, it's like F this. And it sheds the old. So out with the old, in with the new, right? for new beginning. How can you come into the new? How can you put, they used to say in church, new wine in old wine skins, right? How can you let a glass of milk fall on the ground and pick the milk back up, right? No, you got to get a new one. You got to get a new one. Start anew, fresh. Serpentine is a great stone for new beginnings, resilience, and flexibility. It is also good for meditation. It is said to be helpful for meditating and helping you to align your body and your soul. Yes, indeed. That is the serpentine energy. Now, it is called the wood snake, right? The year of the wood snake. Now, what does that really mean according to what wood aspects are, right? What does it symbolize, right? Okay, so wood is in a spiritual context. It's often symbolic of life. It's symbolic of growth, stability, connection to nature. It's the inherent energy of the earth. It brings about vitality. A lot of you that felt like, like you done, like you ain't got the energy no more to keep it pushing or keep it moving, you will start to get your vitality back and resilience, right? The element of wood has been very important in a lot of spiritual traditions, right? Especially in practices like Chinese medicine, where it signifies life force or qi, C-H-I, or Q-I. Just the flow, being in constant flow with yourself this year, just being fluidity, right? Now, key points on spiritual meaning of wood can also be getting back your life force, right? Getting back the vitality. Also, it forces the natural growth cycle, which is coming up soon. Like I always say, the new year, according to the Gregorian calendar, Mr. Greg, Mr. Greg's calendar, it says the January 1st is the new year. But no, honey. Not according to the cosmic mother, Earth. It's literally between March and April when spring comes and, Astara is out there. People are worshiping Astara that believe in Astara, right? If you don't know about the truth on New Year's, go back on my channel, on my playlist. I have a wealth of information provided in that video on the truth of New Year's, right? And it talks about Janus, the two-faced god, which are going to be a lot of two-faced people this year you need to get rid of. Now, the thing about Janus is that he had two faces, one face in the past and one face is facing the future. Now, what Spirit is saying in that alone, even just as a starter, that you need to stop looking on the past. Get out of the past. It's gone. It's dead. It's over. It ain't coming back no more. Okay? Move on to the future. Look for the future. You got to look forward moving. I always paint the picture of being in a car and you start the engine and you in reverse. And if you're not looking back, you're going to hit something. Stay in drive and keep going until it's time to stop and pause, right? Other than that, keep it pushing. Get out the past. Yes, indeed. Alrighty. Now, also the wood is connection to nature. So obviously you want to ground yourself a lot. If you haven't got into the ritualistic aspects of grounding yourself, look up grounding. Of course, you got to believe, you know what I'm saying? You got to believe. But I see a lot of rapid ascension happening for a lot of you guys with the grounding. Like the grounding is going to stabilize you so you can focus. You're going to begin to feel a lot of inner strength, and that's where the resilience is coming from. Kind of like the when you hug the tree, as I always say, you can derive a lot of that energy from Mother Earth up through the roots, up through the trunk, and just hugging it. You're absorbing all that. We are energy. Everything is connected. So, go deep on that rabbit hole. You'll be out there hugging them trees. And shoot, you'll be out there in the forest all the time. Also, wood is about fertility and abundance, right? Wood is associated with fertility and a bounty of nature, symbolizing the potential for growth and prosperity. Now, of course, different wood types have different meanings, and depending on your cultural background, your spiritual, religious background, it can mean something entirely different. But overall, for the collective, it is about embracing transformation in 2025. It's about expansion, releasing what no longer serves you, releasing the old shit, releasing the grief, the bitterness, the open wounds, deep diving into personal growth, forgiving people, whether they did you wrong or you did wrong, just finding that common balance, that middle medium, that happy norm, whatever that means for you, which is an individual thing. Point blank, period. Now, getting further into the predictions, and then I'm going to give my final thought, and I'm almost out of here. Thank God. Oh. I'm here. Oh, Sheila. Somebody on here is named Sheila or Shayla or she. Okay. That could be Asian. Somebody is she, whatever she mean. Shoo sha she. Anyway, disobeying spirit. Okay, so for me, everything is spirit first, right? For the Bible stumpers, this is what's happening, right? Revelations 12:12. The devil is pissed. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, spiritual wickedness, and rulers of darkness in high places. You got to know that this year you've got to do it spiritually first. And if your religion, whatever, you got to get it in the spirit realm first. Spiritual warfare first. Put on your whole armor. Yeah, so you can fight the good fight of faith. Then we have Luke 8:31 came up when I was in prayer. These demons that you've been afflicted with here lately, they fighting you hard because they don't want to go back. I keep seeing somebody send a reverse back or send it back, but you're not telling it where to go back to. So therefore, it has a bouncing back reflective something gear on. That sounds crazy. It's great, right? But that's what I'm getting. It has on, these spirits got some reflective bounce back gear on, and that's why it keeps bouncing back. You know, you think you're done with a situation or a person, and then boom, it keeps bouncing back. Yes. My God. There's a demonic attachment, and I see addiction. Like, this is a generational curse that must be broke, that someone is listening is dealing with. There's some soul ties that has, Okay, so you're addicted to this person who don't have a soul, and yet your soul is tied to their soul every time you lay down with this person. And that demonic attachment is what's wreaking havoc in your life. Woo! Somebody needs to read Mark 11, chapter 11, verse 33. Something about planet Nerubu, the second sun. It's magnetically causing a shift that's either happening now or about to happen. It's the iron oxide red powder dust that's making the sun, or going to make the sun red, because as Nerubu moves through or cycles through, some of that dust is hitting the sun. I'm also getting that there's a hole in the sun that no one's talking about. And if you are listening and you know about this, you need to get on social media and talk about it. I don't know if you have a channel or a blog or something. You need to talk about something about the hole in the sun. Yes. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So I'm speaking to somebody who's either a church pastor or someone that's on the board, or you have a leadership in a church congregation, or people just want to know why the church ain't got no more power. Your church, somebody's church, all churches, some churches, I don't know, something about a church. And the reason why is because they are no longer fasting. The pastors are no longer fasting. The sons of God's are no longer spiritually led by source. Wow. Yes. And so the church can't get delivered. The people can't get delivered. Spirits are manifesting, dark spirits left and right, because people are no longer falling on their face, praying and fasting. And because majority of these churches, I don't know about any other place, but here in America, ain't got the fivefold ministry. Now, if you don't know the fivefold ministry, somebody please take a deep dive on that and learn about the fivefold ministry. You know, the fivefold ministry, it says for the edification of the church and for the church to be whole needs a fivefold ministry. It starts with apostle. It starts with apostle. I think the order is apostle, prophet, evangelist, preacher, pastor. No, I forgot teacher. Yeah, teacher, pastor. Anyway, the fivefold is missing. So that's why there is no deliverance. There is no power. Yes. And, okay, Spirit is saying Revelation 17:12. I'm not sure what that says. The golden age is dissolving, Spirit is saying. Yes, indeed. Globalization is going to be an all-time high. The economic reset, it's happening. You ain't got to wait for 2030. It's definitely happening. Yes, indeed. Somebody need to check their respiratory system. Yes. Thank you, Holy Spirit. This is the time where the goat and the sheep is about to be separated. It's the harvest of souls, good or bad. So the great divine is getting ready to divide the great from the not so great. And it's going to be worldwide known, publicized, communitarized, uncivilized. I hear the good shepherd, then turn to the goat. And not talking about the greatest of all time either. A lot of falling away from the word of God. A lot of churches closing down. Yes, from disgrace. Oh my God. Somebody here, Spirit is saying, has been computing and communing with the wrong people. And I'm seeing like a computer, like they're installing the wrong downloads into you. You need to reboot. You need to get away and reboot. Yeah. You've been completely downgraded eternally and don't even realize it. And Spirit is trying to upgrade you, but you keep on to hang around these people who are constantly deprogramming you energetically. They're taking your energy, they're taking your essence, they're taking your ideas even and capitalizing off of. They're taking your ideas and capitalizing off of them. Yes, you need to call on the Holy Spirit for a firewall of protection around you. Spirit says, stop being so damn gullible. Seize the moment. There's opportunities coming, but you will never obtain them because you're entertaining, communing, and commuting with the wrong person. It's time to reboot. This is for a sister out there. I don't know if it's really somebody who got a sister or a sister as in a black woman is a sister. But a sister, you've been on my mind, sister. That's what I'm hearing. Stop being free for all. Nigs. I'm sorry. Somebody's ancestors calling them nigs. No pun intended. Nobody don't get offended, please. Somebody's ancestors saying nigs be freeloading. You end up washed up. You want to be married, but okay. The men that you're entertaining is saying, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Ooh, whoever I'm talking to, you got girls and they watching. They're like sponges soaking it all up. Stop telling them. So we're saying stop lying and telling them that everybody is their uncle. Woo! My God. Oh my God. Yes. You have a lot of heart problems because you doing too much. Baby dolls, chill out. Sit down. Sit down. And spend time more with your children. Your girls, your daughters, they need you. Yes, indeed. Okay, I'm talking to some twins that were born the same day, but you're polar opposite. Polar. Yes, you're a polar opposite. Both sweet. One is a pick-me twin, and she got a nice body. This is the spirit guy telling me you got a nice body. Fellas be banging left and right. You have a nice career, but you're empty inside. This woman is empty inside. All trauma. The other one is, I hear chastity, or maybe your name is Chastity. You're very chaste, like you don't lay down or dress, provocative. I hear you got your chastity belt on. You're wearing it. The other twin is loosey-goosey. You gotta know what I mean. The other one will sleep with your brother, your father, your friend, your co-worker. This is not good. So there is a male. There is a male that is playing you both. Wow, that's a triangle there. I don't even want to. I ain't even trying to hear about it. Spirit is telling me that much. Okay, I can shut it down. Spirit. Okay, Spirit. I can shut that. I can shut that part down. Yes, indeed. Oh my gosh. What else? Spirit. Somebody is from Columbus, Ohio. Somebody is thinking about moving to Denmark or to Columbus, Ohio. I'm hearing not now. And somebody needs to move to a more greener country because of your lungs, your breathing. It's because you're in a place where you live, the air is too dry. So you're always going to seem like you're coughing, got that cough that just won't go away. You need to move somewhere where there's more moisture in the air. Definitely someplace, a country or place or town that's more green. There's a Christian pastor that's looking at you. I don't know who you are, but you got a pastor that's a Christian looking at you like you a snack. And he's got a big appetite. The first lady, no. Okay. This could be somebody you already messing with. Wow. The first lady already know. Oh, you need to get away from this man on many, many, many reasons. Why? But the main reason is he unalived his first wife. Somebody say that's church water under the bridge. No, it ain't. It's stagnant, and God about to expose this. And if you keep messing with him, you're going to be exposed right along with him. Yes. There's no flow in this church either. Do you know that this church is like stagnant water? There's no growth. People are cold, shrewd. There's no fire, no light. You need to get out. And if you're somebody that know the situation, you in this church and you know of the situation, you need to get out, or you're going to get sucked down into hell on earth. Literally, your life on earth is about to become literal living hell. Number 9, judgment and new birth. So a lot of people, again, depending on what you have been engaged in the past couple of years, will determine what this year will look like for you guys. If it's going to be, a good year of good karma, dharma, or if it's going to be bad. Like a lot of judgments is going to happen for people who got enemies and ops and karmics and just people that's just downright nasty or have done you dirty, and you ain't did nothing bad but just be you, do you. They got it coming. This is the year, I'm telling you. And 2025 is the year of 9 in numerology. 2 plus, you cancel out the 0, but the 2 plus the 2 plus 5 equals 9. Spiritual enlightenment is what it also means in the spiritual world. It's also the number of completion. Yes. Blessings and judgments, guys. Higher consciousness, positive energy, new birth, new beginnings, do something new, flip the script. Now is the time to focus, build. You may be a life path number 9. 9 is highly significant. You're a teacher. There's a teacher that's listening. Yes, indeed. Let go of the sentimental things that you may have lost. It's just material possessions. What possesses you is your spirit and the love you have inside your heart. That should be the focus. In 2025, you guys, is about balance. I do find a lot of you are going to have stumbled upon your happy medium. And it's going to feel like perfection. Yes. Despite global chaos. Yes. Despite the crazy world, stay encouraged. I see you being very courageous. And live life to the fullness that you can within the capacity that you've been blessed to live it in. With no holds barred, not looking back. 2025, the year of the snake, guys. Yes. Year of the snake. Transformation. It's time to shed the old. It's time to put on the new. Yes, indeed. You can, Bible stoppers, you cannot pour new wine into old wineskins. You can't do it. I mean, you can, but it may collapse. Man, why would you want to do it? Come on now. Opportunities of capital venture is coming to a lot of you folk who's on the business and venture investing. Now is the time. You're going to soar. And I see a lot of travel, a lot of foreign travel. Okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Expansion is here. Fresh ideas. I see somebody picking up the pieces, the broken pieces. Stop tripping off the fact that it's broke. Just pick the pieces up and glue that bitch back together. And you're going to find that you're going to restore the totality of what your life was or who you was prior to being broken. My God. Revamp the old. Project failure is going to be project success. This is the year. Project failure is going to become project success. It didn't succeed back then because the timing was wrong. And time literally stopped. For any of you out there who have experienced a clock or a watch that stopped last year or even this year, I'm talking to you. Spirit is talking to you. Yes, indeed. Replace the battery spiritually, meaning pick it back up. It's now time. Now you're going to see success. Yes, indeed. A lot of you are spiritually saying anaconda energy. Okay. Well, you got to put it out there. You want that anaconda? And I'm not talking about that kind like I got big. No. I'm not talking about that kind. Get your head out the gutter. No, we're talking about the actual anaconda snake. You know what I'm saying? Like in the forest, the Amazonian anaconda. Put it out there. Put yourself out there. The more you put yourself out there, you will find that your life or success will be on an anaconda energy flow. Yes. Okay. Dang. I do hear that a lot of you women out there are stuck on the wrong anaconda. He ain't the one. You're defiling your body for no damn reason, giving away your essence and your energy for no damn reason. It's not going to be profitable for you in the end. My God, in the Bible, they call it fornication for the Bible stumpers. Somebody shaking their head right now. Remember, okay, for the Bible stumpers, your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost. Your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost. Your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost. Okay, that's for somebody that is saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. What the hell? My God. You've become like a revolving door, Spirit said. Turn away! To repent. You keep repenting, but you're not turning away from that which you're repenting of. To truly feel sorrowful, to truly feel remorse is to turn away, to stop doing what it is that keep making you fall, baby doll. Okay? So get back up so you can stand tall. Get it right so you can stand tall and move on. You got great things in store for you, but you're never going to attain them if you slithered on the belly like a serpent with this benign. I heard this benign man, and if it's a man I'm talking to, this benign woman. Yes, 2025, year of the snake, viper energy, serpent. Somebody got a whole bunch of snakes and vipers around them. It's vipers. Ooh, maybe you drive a car called a viper, something to do with a bike or something called a viper, something about the relevance of the viper. Hey, medical revelation. There's a breakthrough coming. There's a lot of breakthroughs going to come this year, you guys. A lot of medical breakthroughs. A lot of people turning to Mother Earth again as far as receiving their medicine, pharmaceuticals, being on a low, and holism, being on a high, investing into natural, ancient ways, I'm hearing. Yes, indeed, going back to the ancient ways. Telemed will also be at all-time high. Surgeries will be going down because people are more health conscious in this year. People are going to start eating better, drinking better. I see something being done with the nutrition on a professional FDA level. Even some major head starter companies producing healthier versions of food. Fertilizers even, seeds even, upgrading. Yeah. Conscious eating is what we're coming into. Inner attunement, enlightenment, standard, personal moral discipline, conducive thinking. Yes, indeed, to each individual. And God bless a child who's got his own. Whatever that means. Somebody 75 hard is going hella hard. Get to 88. That's about it, baby doll, because you disappearing. Somebody's winter's arc. Okay, now somebody needs to start a winter arc. It ain't too late. If you don't know what a winter arc is, if you hit TikTok, you got a wealth of them over there talking about my 75 hard, my winter's arc. Be like, yeah, seriously though. And some of them lying. You already know they're lying. Stop bragging. Summer will tell it. Trust and believe. If you going 75 hard, or you got a workout, new conditioning, something, winter's arc, baby doll, summer was gonna tell it. Okay, be truthful. Shut up or sit down. Go home, somebody. Yeah. Yes, indeed. 2025, year of wisdom in all decisions, leads to good fortune, good luck. Mars-born people in your chart. If you have Mars in your chart, there is going to be a lot of spiritual abundance for you, baby. I see spiritual prosperity. You will be spiritually prosperous. Or broke, busted, and disgusted. Spiritually and possibly physically. Again, depending on what side you come out on. Depending on what you put in is what you gonna get out. A lot will open up in the universe for love. I hear Return of the Jedi. That could be somebody's favorite something. Self-love. Yes. Something about lychee. Yes, something about drinking lychee, eating lychee. Look up the health benefits of lychee. Leechi. And then maybe somebody love Michi, whatever Michi is, okay? Harmonize the anticipation with no expectation and watch the flow. Do your part. With the right motivation. I see the phoenix rising from the ashes. And to all my beloved people down there in Los Angeles wildfires, know and realize that you are the phoenix rising, the chosen ones I'm speaking to. Phoenix rising, because sometimes God do allow things to happen. But it says no weapon formed against me shall prosper. But it does not say that it will not form. It just won't prosper. You are the phoenix rising. Yes. The day of the dead woke up is what happened. Too many people are lukewarm with God. Yes. And they've lost their life force. It's a time of fertility, transformers, robots in disguise. The old cycle is gone and done. It is the end of a cycle. Now you can choose with free will if you want to stay in the mess you in, if you want to come out. Stop resisting change. The snake energy is here to help you shed the layers. This will be an easier time frame this year to get rid of the old, despite what the world looked like. I'm telling you, the energy, though, of change and transformation, it is here. Okay? And you're protected in it. Again, depending on who you are, what you about, and what you did and what you didn't. Okay? Snakes also represent earth energy. So again, grounded. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. If you have it in your chart, if you're sending extra amped energy, juiced. You're about to be juiced in your productivity and your abundance to achieve wealth, yes, and success. Out of the bag, cocoon, you're out the bag. You was a cocoon. I see like a butterfly. You about to spread your wings, or your wings seem clipped. You're about to grow a whole new abundance of wing energy. Winged energy. Yes, things are going to become more smoother and better, so you can soar higher and greater breadths and depths. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You are just mystical. You're mysterious in your supernatural abilities. If you stay where you're at in your position, whether that's a job or whatever position you have a position, and demand a higher pay, you will get it. Just raise your vibration starting now before going into it. And you watch and see, give it 3 days. Raise your vibration and then ask them to raise your pay. Watch it happen. You gon' know it happened. If you gon' know, man, Lolly said, just give the glory to your spirit team. I don't need to hear it. I don't need to know about it. Just bless somebody with it. Bless somebody with the positive word, the energy that you get from it, because it's about to happen. Yes, indeed. Somebody is working with fallen angels. Their boss is a Luciferian, or they are a Luciferian, or your name is Lucy. I'm hearing Fern. Ooh. You're really into the infirmament? Okay. Somebody's favorite cartoon here is Venus and Ferb. That's a sign unto you. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Okay, guys, I apologize if I'm talking too fast. You may have to rewind this video like a lot just to see what I'm saying, because it's a lot of downloads. And right now I feel like I'm on fire. Literally, like electricity is going all through me with the spirit and what they're trying to tell me at one time. I got different people's guides speaking to me at one time, and I'm trying to get all this out in a timely manner, because I've been on here way too long, but my damn good. No. Anyway, so I see a lot of societal breakdowns. I'm going to say break dancing. Somebody is really good at breakdancing or used to be. Yes. Societal norms will be breaking down. I see a great rebellion getting ready to happen, especially against church folk, anything got to do with God, dismantling of religion, and mockery. Don't take this, I'm hearing personal. It's going to be a great battle of spiritual versus religion, of who's right, who got it, who don't. I see a lot of robotics. A lot of robotic technology. I see acceleration of technologies, meaning like the products that we use, like over the top norm that we wouldn't even imagine is going to start coming out and being produced at an alarming rate even. This is the tech revival, but the dismantling of old and increasing the absence of new to where it's so brand new that your mind can even, I'm hearing bottle, like think about it. Like you shake it up and think like, how is this a thing? Yeah, a lot of those type of things being invented right now. New deposits. Okay, I don't know what that is, but somebody's about to get a whole bunch of new deposits. Also, our food source is going to change because of fertilizer. Yes, indeed. And if you guys have gardens, if you can cover them some type of way, I'm not sure what type of material or not, but there's going to be a lot of extra chemtrails in the skies, you'll see. And there's extra in them chems. Yeah. I always think chemtrails is chemicals, naturally, I mean, most likely, right? It's going to be something else they added into it. Trump is going to discover that he got some snakes in his camp. I think he kind of already know he does have a few. There's an entrapment, an inside job. They're trying to come against him. Just a few of them, just a few. They mean him no damn good. And he needs to really take a high assessment on who they are and weed them out. They're no good. You guys, I keep seeing this bloodbath come here in America, and primarily Chicago is like a major target. Something's going to happen in San Francisco too, you guys, and New York. Something dark about New York. Maybe it's just a blackout. I don't know. But I feel like whatever this is going to make a lot of people sickly. Yeah, NYC sickly, dark. Okay. Yeah, something about to hit. Okay. Lockdown is going to happen, but for the safety of humanity. Hold on spending frivolously. Because I see a lot of stimulus money coming and unexpected money. You need to invest or just put it in offshore accounts out the country of your own origin, where you live. Hold on spending. Don't be so frivolous. Yes, I do see a lot of digital enforcement. Digital currencies and enforcement of it. Make sure you guys invest in getting a lot of sea moss and black seed, a lot of stuff to build your immune system. We sell some in our shop. You should see an advertisement somewhere on the screen. But you're going to need the 92 out of 102 sea moss, and then the black seeds. You know, the Prophet Muhammad, if you know anything about him, he always stressed that black seed can cure anything except death. So that's pretty deep. I take it myself, and it's a big difference if I go like a week or two even without taking both of those. In music and movies, they'll be a little easier to break into because, well, Hollywood, everything is changing, you guys. I remember when I used to model back in my early 20s, the owner of my talent agent, AME, her name was, what's her name? She's passed away now. Started with a B. Dang, I can't believe I can't call her name right now. I see her face. She looked like a Barbie doll. She was short, blonde hair. Wow, I really don't remember her name. That's sad. Rest in peace. But I remember she used to say that Hollywood would eventually end up being no longer a major market of the 5 markets, right? For entertainment, that Texas would be one, ironically, right? So, all I know is things are changing, you guys. A lot of shifts is happening, more than just the Diddy thing and trials and all that. That's been going on, to tell you the truth. It's just now, anyways. So, somebody need to watch the movie Venom and Anaconda. There was an old school movie called Anaconda. Now, for the witches that use snake energy to invoke fear through temptation, they're searching and monitoring to find your weakness. They're sending snake energy in a negative way, literally, to your home. Matthew 10:6 for a Bible stumper. It says, be wise as a serpent. Have wisdom around people that enter your life from this point on. Ooh. From this point on. Yes. Wow. Have wisdom around new people that enter your life, your job, your family. There might be in-laws. These people are vipers. A lot of your family's got vipers in them. You were born into a family of vipers, and you're the chosen one. And you're there to break generational churches. Even the church, the family church, got vipers in it. Okay. Yes, indeed. You come from a long lineage of ancient knowledge, intuition. Some people in your family are witches and warlocks. But you know this, man. That's why God got you separated. If you can't talk to them, you can pray for them for a distance, but you can't be around them because they will try and get you every freaking time, especially up close. All right. I hear eternal love. Somebody named Victoria. There's eternal love. Yes, don't need to worry, honey. Whoever you're with, your partner is, it's eternal love. You can trust them. They are loyal. They not gonna do you dirty. You are free to open up your heart and just love. Yes. My God. Cocoon energy. Cocoon. Someone's in a cocoon. So again, transformation. You're being groomed for this. There's a purpose, a greater call in your life. You're here to serve humanity. Yes. And I see great changes coming from you, whoever you are. That's something to be grateful for. Yes, indeed. Woo. So you got to know that the new supreme God of this year is technology. Yes, there'll be such an evolution for animals, vegetation, the robots. There'll be famine, drought. Everything is associated in this year to technology. It will be kind of like a slow-mo, but after a while, it's going to be rapid to where people don't even realize that it's becoming a complete technical smart city, smart society, smart school, smart everything, right? Yeah, a lot of things are happening, guys, on a grand effect, a scale behind closed doors. Spirit just wants you to have gratitude, be appreciative of where you are, and create a hedge of protection around you. A lot of dark entities are being removed from you as we speak. A lot of people is being removed from you as we speak. And also, Spirit is wanting me to say, for those of you who are on the home front, are your doors, your drawers, your cabinets open? What about your closets? Have you cleaned them out? The skeletons energetically and the physical stuff? Yes, you. Spirit is talking about you. Yes, and I'm telling you that every low vibing magnet that's been in your life all last year, honey, you ain't got to worry. They still probably hiding out, and they right there under your nose. You want to know who they are? They're the one that's under your nose. You've been guessing and about like, yes, get rid of them. I'm sorry, but you got to let them go. No matter how much you love them, been their best friend, their best whatever for life, or cousin, whatever, let them go, or it's going to hold you back. Yes, indeed. Open up your windows. You need to air your house out. You need to declutter. Your mindset will declutter. And you'll refuel everything in your spiritual tank and your home. Get rid of all the junk, physical junk, spiritual junk, emotional junk. This is all baggage. This is all why you feel stuck. And you have great motivation. And when you think about what you want to do, but then you can't do it, and you say, oh, there's not enough hours in the day. It's because you got too much junk collected within eternally. Yes, indeed. And for the Bible stumpers, a righteous man falls 7 times, but he gets back up. And I hear the Leah song, dust yourself off and try again. Yes, indeed. Oh, my God. I cannot stop ranting. Year of the Snake, 2025. I'm hearing twice bitten, not shy, or taken. Yes, indeed. Too many devils been playing in your energy. That's about to stop. Oh, yeah. That's done. And, I was like a lot of y'all too out there think, ooh, snake, ooh, the year of the snake, the serpent, oh, that means the devil, that means Satan, that means, oh, no, it basically just means power, chaos, the underworld energy, fighting against, God energy, light, dark. It's just the confliction of the duality of man, duality of nature, duality of spirit, source, whatever you want to call it. That's pretty much what that is. It's also good too because it sheds a layer and becomes brand new again. Nice, smooth, silky, and beautiful. A lot of y'all out there love them snake skin shoes and snake skin leather this and leather that. Come on now, let's keep it real. This will be the year of reckoning. There will be a great shift. Scientists predict that there will be a lot of different things going on in the ethers with the planets, right? Solar flashes, and I hear solar flex. Damn, people are flexing off the solar flares lined up for this year already. Okay, that must be like CERN and NASA. I must say Napa, NASA and all that. So, okay, somebody's going to send somebody to Napa to the nut house. That's not good. But anyways, moving on. The tectonic plates are really shifting in Cali, you guys. They really are. This is a tsunami warning from this day forth, and I take warnings in stride myself. But I'm lit of the spirit, and a lot of you just gotta not worry. If you live in Cali, you got people live in Cali, not to worry. The people that is meant to be there when, be here or be there when this shit go down, it's just meant, and those that won't be, right? But again, it's something that we hear about, we know about, growing up in Cali, always known about, every so often they put out the little pamphlets of what to do and having a plan and in case of the big one hit. But and for some of you that's spiritually, there's a spiritual tsunami about to hit in your life and just wash out everything that's no longer serving you. Also, I hear calistophical, okay, calistrophical. Ooh, it's going to be calistrophical. Another pandemic, essential daily living plans. Okay, trade wars. Okay. Revelations 18:4, Great Babylon, which is America, is under judgment. Y'all know, like I told y'all about April 8th solar eclipse. Go back on my channel, watch that. Anything you need to know about that is there. There will be a lot of inflations. Y'all got to know that. That's getting rid of everybody in this country that's supposed to be here, particularly our neighboring country, Mexico. Don't be surprised if you walk into the grocery store and one avocado costs you $10, $15. Real talk, y'all. Real talk. Okay. Let's see. Anything else, Spirit, that you want me to tell the people while I have them on here? Wow, we've gotten through a lot, thank God. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap it up real quick with a few more things I'm getting in my spirit. So 2025, the year of divine restoration, right? It will be the year that God restores a lot that has been lost and taken away from you. That's multifaceted, personal and societal. You got to know that you got to stay positive no matter what. Work on personal healing, mental healing. Expect miracles no matter what, right? A lot of people will be delivered of long-time chronic illnesses. I was getting that in my spirit also. We'll see a lot of advancement in medical conditions with divine intervention that will bring a lot of hope from despair. I do see that happening a lot. Like there'll be cures and things that people wouldn't even think of, that you don't even consider to be curable, right? Relationships, estranged relationships. I really was getting this a lot. Like bonds between parents, children, brothers, sisters, fathers, mothers will be brought back together. There'll be a lot of healing in a lot of the communities across the nation. Finances, a lot of debt cancellation programs will pop up. Unexpected provisions will pop up. Just a lot of restoration, right? A lot of financial generational curses will be broken. A lot of alcohol generational curses will be broken. Drug addiction and abuse cycles will be broken. Yes, indeed. So with that being said, you guys, I am getting ready to give you my final thought, and then I am finally up out of here. Thank goodness. My gosh. I've never really done one this long, and I was kind of anticipating not to do it, but we did it, y'all. Thank goodness. Now, my final thoughts. most of the time you will need to go against the tide in 2025, right? And this will build strength and stamina. While others are flowing in the same direction, you remember your goals within each stride. You encounter with the face of adversity. It's your tenacity, darling, and your positivity. Yes, your positive attitude that fortifies your aptitude. Stay focused, and suddenly you'll realize that you have reached your destiny. Until then, rejoice in advance and keep on going. And with that being said, guys, I'm Lolly Cosmo, and she knows. Stay tuned for the advertisement of our 2025 Year of the Snake Candle Bundle. Yes, indeed. It is on sale right now. I love you. Keep your head up and stay encouraged. Until next time, I'm out.